The deal seems to be done. President Trump spoke about it at length at the cabinet meeting today. We could show you 1,000 different things he said about it, but here he is talking about the war, ending the war in Gaza and lasting peace. Number 4, please.
Last night, we reached a momentous breakthrough in the Middle East, something that people said was never going to be done. We ended the war in Gaza and really, on a much bigger basis, created peace. And I think it's going to be a lasting peace, hopefully an everlasting peace. Peace in the Middle East. We secured the release of all of the remaining hostages, and they should be released on Monday or Tuesday. Getting them is a complicated process. I'd rather not tell you what they have to do to get them. There are places you don't want to be, but we are getting the hostages back on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, and that'll be a day of joy. I'm going to try and make a trip over. We're going to try and get over there, and we're working on the timing, the exact timing. We're going to go to Egypt, where we'll have a signing, an additional signing. We've already had a signing representing me, but we're going to have an official signing.
He said he's going to probably speak to the Knesset at their invitation. He said he was first U.S. president to do that, which surprised me, but I assume he's right. And Marco Rubio spoke at the cabinet meeting, effusively praised the president. And based on what I've seen so far, the Democrats are still pretty quiet about this. Brian, I'd love your just sense of this as a moment in history, both for the substance and the politics, how you see this.
Well, 2 ways. I don't think you could take any credit away from the president for an accomplishment like this. I think we all know from, studying foreign relations over the probably last 4 decades, this is quite an accomplishment. I don't think it should be minimized in any way. It's really important for the Middle East. And I think there were clearly, I would say, though, that there were other partners that deserve credit for this as well. This was not just Donald Trump. And, I think that Tony Blair, and I think that Egypt, and I think there's some others that provided a lot of leadership to get this across the finish line. So, I do hope we spread that around a bit. But again, I don't think you could take this credit away from the president.
Yeah. Jeff, is this how big a moment is this for the world in America?
It's a big deal, and it's a big moment, and it's also a unique personality that could have got Bibi to the table, and he had a lot of countervailing sentiment in Israel on this, and how long it had gone, and what the real emphasis was behind it, and Trump's international strength and relationship with him is probably couldn't be done by anyone else, regardless of party.
Yeah. First, a word from one of our sponsors tonight, and it's a sponsor. Our friends at Cozy Earth are offering you 20% off all your purchase. If you go to CozyEarth.com, use the code 2-way, the promo code 2-way. That's on the bamboo sheets. It's on the bubble cuddle blanket, which I bet Jeff Rowe loves. That's just my intuition. Jeff Rowe has a bubble cuddle blanket. And, of course, the pants. All 20% off. You go to 2way.com, put in the promo code 2-way. Pants, joggers, shirts, everything. The bedding has, as you know, a 10-year, 100-day money-back guarantee, 10-year warranty. All available to you now. Viscose made from bamboo. Keeps you cold when you need to be cooler, like in the summer, but also magically, like a thermos, somehow it knows, keeps you nice and warm in the winter. It transitioned here just today from very hot to somewhat cooler, and I'm still wearing the same pants, and you can wear them anywhere. Again, if you want to be part of the Cozy Earth family here, because home isn't just where you live, it's how you feel, go to CozyEarth.com, promo code 2-way. They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the 2-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America. And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and 2-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.